Hi and welcome back to the Citizens channel. We're all staying safe and well, and our penultimate of season 22-23 part 1, our penultimate home programme watch. We've still got one more to go after this one, but we're going to have a look at what's inside a smaller one. Yes, a smaller one. So with some guys that I like reading aren't in this one, but there's still some stuff in here that's worth the effort if you want to go out and buy it and pay your £4 for it, even though you're getting less pages. We're looking at the City versus Chelsea matchday programme from the 9th of November, the Carabao Cup round 3. So, yes, £4 for 68 pages as opposed to £4 for 84 pages. So have a look what's inside with a couple of excerpts from a couple of the articles concerning one current City player who played extremely well against Chelsea, and one that used to play extremely well back about 21 years ago, something like that. So please join me. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. It'd be great to have you on board. Do everything City, past, present and forever, of course. And even while the World Cup's on, there'll still be plenty of City content. No rest here on the Citizen channel. Lots of stuff for you to watch and look at and hopefully enjoy. And please, if you can, just give us a thumbs up. If you're on Twitter and YouTube, you know it's nice to get likes and thumbs up as well. You know, makes us feel a little bit better. So an old City fan like me, you make me an old City fan very, very happy. And give us that thumbs up, guys. Much appreciated. Right, £4 for 68 pages. This is it. Yeah, there he is. The star of the show, really, wasn't it? For this Chelsea game, I think if he certainly did very, very well. If we hadn't had him and a bit of lady luck, I think we might have struggled, but we got through, didn't we? Thanks to our goalkeeper. So, as I said, some regular columns have stepped down for this issue. We've got no Buzzer, we've got no Kevin Cummins, we've got no Marc McCarthy kitted out, we've got no Dr. Gary James. So, yeah, but there's still bits in it to read. And if you did subscribe to it, you can subscribe through www.reachsportshop.com. 26 issues for £97.50. If you're in Europe, it's plus 65, and if you're in the rest of the world, it's plus £80. And of course, with the Champions League games costing a £5, you do get them obviously on a cheaper, because obviously if you subscribe. There's also, if you go on to reachsportshop.com, even though it doesn't advertise it in the programme or on the page, you can get 12 issues for £45. So you still make a bit of a saving as well on that. So there you go. And you can buy them independently, of course. You can buy them. You could just buy this if you want this one, because there's something in it that you want to read. You can just buy it £4 plus postage and packing. So that's about £1.50, I think. Right, we've got Mr. Ortega, as you've seen on the cover there. Had a game to remember, didn't it? We've got regular standard stuff, of course, still like Peps and City Women, the City Under-18s, the EDS. Obviously, I think while the World Cup's on, there's some certain City Under-18 EDS games are going to be on Recast and City Plus, so that keeps you informed on that. The player feature, as you'd expect, is about Ortega. We'll have a little excerpt later from that one. Head-to-head today is Laporte versus Thiago Silva. Yeah, he's got interesting stat on Thiago Silva. Laporte's not got any of these, but he's got 7 clearances off the line in 65 Premier League appearances. Perhaps that means Chelsea are rubbish and he's having to defend on the line because Laporte's not got any. So, but interesting little stat. Double agents we look at, yes, you put your Willie in, you put your Willie out, in, out, shake it all about. Old Willie Caballero, one of the classic songs. Well, old Willie Caballero is the double agent. At the age of 40, he's at Southampton at the moment, yeah, so I think he's understudy to another City link keeper with that Bazuna, of course. So, yeah, he's at Southampton. Didn't know he was 40. I know he's getting on a bit. I didn't realise he was that old, but he's still playing. I'm sure he can still save a penalty or two. Yeah, but I probably could. I probably won't get up again, mind, but there you go. X of the City, and we will go back for an excerpt of this in a moment. Yes, I did hint at it before, back 21 years ago. Darren Huckerby, so we'll have more on him in a moment, his little interview in the magazine. Matchmaker picks out 10 standout games for the City player, and this time it's Bernardo, so it includes Benfica games, Monaco games, Portugal games, and of course a handful of City games as well. And that's really it. As I say, a bit low on content, this one, with being the less pages, and certainly Dr. Gary James and Marc McCarthy are things I do miss. Not so much Buzzer and Kevin Cummins. Not really appealing to, but certainly those other two guys. So let's go back to a couple of excerpts I'll read out to you. Yeah, we'll just have a look at Ortega first. Just a little bit about his background in Germany, etc. The move for Ortega may have caught some by surprise this summer when City allowed previous backup Zach Steffen to move to Middlesbrough on loan in order to push his claims for a starting role in the USA's World Cup team. I think that was a good decision to make. Though not yet a full international, Ortega was put on standby for his national team squad in case of injury for the 2020 Euros. That may have been due in part to playing for one of the less famous German club sides, Arminia Bielefeld. Still, his reputation in his homeland became massive after he helped his team win promotion to the Bundesliga in 2020. In his first season in top-flight German football, he helped the club stay up with a victory at VfB Stuttgart on the last day of the season and was named the country's second-best keeper behind influential magazine Kicker. Not even Ortega could help his team survive last season, and Armenia's relegation had him surveying his career options. He said, "For me, it was the opportunity to join one of the biggest clubs in the world," he said, "also to experience a new country, a new culture, and the best league in the world. The whole package was perfect for me. I needed a lot of time to think about it because it is a huge step, but I am really happy to be part of a club like Manchester City. I am ambitious enough to show my best performances and push my teammates to be the best in the team. I think the last 2 years I played to avoid relegation for the Bundesliga, so it's totally new for me to play for a title in the Premier League. Also, the Champions League, the FA Cup and the League Cup. It's really interesting, but I'm looking forward to it and I am ready." Of course, the keeper was fully aware that in Edison he had a living Premier League legend in front of him in the goalkeeping pecking order at the Etihad, a legend. The Brazilian has won the last 3 Premier League Golden Glove Awards, and as a keen student of the English game, Ortega knew all about his teammates' brilliance. "I watched him a lot of times," said Ortega, "every single week when the Champions League is on, or sometimes in the Premier League. He has 1 or 2 assists with the long ball, and that is one of the things I like about goalkeepers. When they have a really good long ball, he is a good goalkeeper. My first aim is to improve and learn, and then I will push all my teammates, push Edison, try and show my best performances and reach a new level." So just a little bit about Mr. Ortega there, and we'll finish off with X and the City, which is Darren Huckerby, who talks about they've asked him about the 2000 and 2001 promotion season with Kevin Keegan, of course. And just a couple of questions to Darren. "You scored 26 goals and struck up a great understanding with Sean Goater. What made that partnership so special?" Darren answered, "I love setting up goals for Goats. He was one of those guys who was always happy. You never saw him miserable. And if you put the ball anywhere in the box, he was just one of those players who had the knack of being in the right place at the right time." Excuse me. "Some people are blessed with that natural goal scoring instinct, and Sean had that. We scored almost 60 goals between us in that championship season, but we never played together again in the same starting lineup, but that's how football is." Then they asked him, "What were your highlights of this campaign?" He went on to say, "The whole season was good, but I scored 2 hat-tricks in quick succession towards the end of the season. One of them was against Forest, and I'm a Nottingham lad, and that coincided with us winning the title. To do that at any level is decent, but to do it at Man City was a big thing. I scored 4 in a game against Birmingham for City in the League Cup. I think the keeper lost the ability to save anything that night." And the last question to Darren, "You mentioned Ali Benabia, which you mentioned early on in the article. Tell us about the impact he had." He says, "Considering that he was pretty old when he actually came to England, I think he was 32, well, I'd take that being that old, and considering he wasn't blessed with too much physicality, it shows you how good he was on the ball. I think he had come over here when he was 21, 22 or 23. I think he would have been a world star. I honestly believe that because he was unplayable at times, and that was when his legs were starting to go." So there you go. Just a little bit from Darren Huckerby. His legs were starting to go, but we still saw quite a lot of him, didn't we? Some good stuff. So there you go, guys. That's the City versus Chelsea. You can buy that. Anything of interest you want to find out more from Darren Huckerby, you want to find more about Stefan Ortega, that's available in that as a one-off, or just obviously subscriptions. You start from a certain date. So just obviously with the World Cup coming up now, you can sort of hang off for a little bit, although you never know. After the World Cup, the prices might increase, but they usually hold them for the season, so I don't think so. So there you go. Let me know your comments if you bought this. Let me know your thoughts, and join me for the next one, which is going to be a few weeks away, isn't it? And it's going to be towards Christmas. Yeah, Christmas week, in fact. When we're obviously going to have a... Sorry, I'm lying. No, I'm fibbing, aren't I? The next one, scratch that. I'm not going to edit it. Scratch that. It just shows what a silly old idiot I am. Obviously, we've got the Liverpool game coming up in December, but we've still got Brentford at home to get past and get 3 points against in the Premier League on the 12th. Is it the 12th? Yep, the 12th of November. So, well, I should know that. It's tomorrow as I'm recording this. So, yes, that will be the next Matchday programme watch. And then there'll be a few weeks. So, you'll get me repeating myself after the Brentford game. My apologies. I'm getting old, guys. You've got to forgive me. My apologies for my uselessness. Thanks for watching, guys. Please, until we meet again, I only ask one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Bye for now.